How to start a credit repair business. Credit repair is the process of removing inaccurate, unverifiable, and untimely accounts from your personal credit report. Check out some actual credit repair results. As you can see, when done properly, credit repair is very effective, often resulting in the majority of negative accounts being permanently deleted from the credit report. There are many consumer laws that govern what the creditors and the credit bureaus can and can't do. The main law used in the consumer credit repair industry is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. The FCRA is a United States federal law that regulates the collection, dissemination, and use of consumer information, including consumer credit information. When this was created in the 70s, the credit bureaus were collecting and distributing all types of information from consumers without regard to the data being accurate. Equifax, for example, would call neighbors claiming to be a relative of the consumer to get news and gossip. They could collect data regarding habits, sex life, divorce, and any and all other data they could get. They would even reward and incentivize data collectors who got the best dirt on the consumer. There were no restrictions on what data that the credit reporting agencies, CRAs, were gathering. There was also no concern from the CRAs that the data being gathered was accurate. There were also no restrictions of who they were selling this data to. As the CRA's records were getting ready to be computerized, where it was easier to accumulate and disperse data bigger and faster than ever before, the government stepped in and created the FCRA in 1970 in direct response to CRA tactics of gathering even inaccurate data. The FCRA includes many provisions governing what agencies, including creditors, and the CRAs can and can't do. A CRA provides a consumer with information about him or her in the agency's files, and to take steps to verify the accuracy of information disputed by a consumer. The FCRA also requires that all data reported on a consumer meet three very specific criteria. It must be 100% accurate. It must be 100% verifiable. It must be 100% timely. All information on your credit report must be 100% accurate as required by the FCRA. This also means that all aspects of the data reported must be 100% accurate. Each reported account on a credit report has many different aspects, including account name, account number, credit limit, highest amount borrowed, current balance, account status, date opened, date last active, date of last payment, date of last late payment, status code, comments, and more. According to the FCRA, all of this data must be 100% accurate, or it can't be on the report. But in most cases, this data is not accurate. Almost any credit report will show you that the data being reported by the separate CRAs doesn't even match what the other CRAs are reporting. Most derogatory accounts do have some type of inaccuracies. The FCRA also requires all data that is being reported from the CRAs and creditors be 100% verifiable. No data can be reported that can't be verifiably proven to be accurate. Even if the data is accurate, it can't be on the consumer credit report unless it can be proven to be 100% accurate. If the data can't be proven to be 100% accurate, it must be removed. It's the law. The FCRA has time frames of how long derogatory items can be shown on the credit report. This time frame for most accounts is 7 years past the date of last activity. With some public records, it can be 10 years. The date of last activity, or DOLA, is the last day you made a payment on the account. So if your last payment on a derogatory account was January 1st, 2010, the account would have to be removed on or before January 1st, 2017. If you do dispute with the CRAs, most of them now list this date on the report they send you, but it often isn't readily available elsewhere. This is exactly why collection companies will let you make near any payment with them to start a repayment plan. Because when you make any payment on the account, you restart the DOLA. This date is different from the statute of limitations, which is how long the company can legally collect on the debt. Now that you know how credit repair works, let's dive into how to start a credit repair business. First, think of a name for your company. Try to stay away from names with credit or credit repair in them, or some banks and merchant account providers might instantly label you as high risk. Check with your Secretary of State to see if that name is available. If it is, file for a corporation or LLC in your state with your Secretary of State. After your entity is set up, ensure you set up your EIN number with irs.gov. This is free. Don't use any other company to set up your EIN as they'll charge you, but this is free. Once you have your entity and EIN, next you'll want to set up your bank account. You'll also want to get set up to collect payments. For this, you'll need a merchant account set up. Credit repair is a high-risk industry, so you need to find a merchant account that can help you on high risk. You can find an awesome source here at creditsuite.com/credit repair. There are a lot of ways you can advertise credit repair. On this link, you'll find a few videos that outline ways to advertise. creditsuite.com/credit repair. For best results, your advertising should reference what they want versus the repair itself. For example, you'll get leads easier if you talk about helping customers get a car or home loan than you will about fixing their credit. Customers want the end goal, a home, a car, not the process, the repair. So by advertising that you can help them get their credit to where they can get a home or car, you'll get the best results. It's essential that you build a sales funnel or an email autoresponder. Many consumers still don't think their credit can legally be fixed. For this reason, you might need to educate them before they will buy. A good email drip campaign can do this for you, making the sale much easier. Get pre-written emails here at creditsuite.com/credit repair. Your email autoresponder can be set up cheap with a company like iContact or Aweber. Your campaign should educate, not sell. Teach them how credit repair works. Include emails on credit scoring, the FCRA, other laws they should know, and more. Teach them through emails how repair works, making them more comfortable and building rapport. Keep in mind, only about 30% of those looking for repair are ready to buy. So a funnel is essential to put those who are interested but not yet ready, and once they are ready, you'll be the first one they call. Once you have your funnel built, it also makes sense to set up a landing page to drive them to. You can do this using lead pages for less than $40 per month. With a landing page in place and a funnel to send emails once they opt in on your page, you have an automated way to generate leads and convert them into sales. Now all you need to do is push customers to that landing page to start the sales process. One great way to advertise is to give away free stuff such as ebooks and guides. Our best lead magnet was the credit repair kit that we made into a 30-day course. That's also available here at creditsuite.com/credit repair. The better your lead magnet, the more prospects you'll get. Ensure you have solid social media pages. You must have a Facebook business and Facebook professional page. Use Fiverr.com to set up your pages if you need help, but you probably won't. And use Fiverr to get initial likes for your page to show some social acceptance. Also put images up and develop a system to post on your page regularly, as much as 5 to 10 times per day. Use short and long posts about credit repair and credit scoring. Interesting facts, quotations, and other things that are inspiring are also good. Also, set up Twitter and ensure your LinkedIn profile is very solid. On LinkedIn, you'll also find you can include videos, PowerPoints, and other things that help you stand out and put credit repair in your title. YouTube can be huge for you. The key is to focus on the keywords you want and ensure your video titles, descriptions, and tags are all keyword rich. And keep putting up content regularly. There are lots of ways to get customers, but talk with your inner circle first of friends, family, past customers, basically anyone you know. Local newspapers and community papers. Craigslist, Facebook ads, pay-per-click. Affiliates, networking events, seminars, hosting your own radio show, speaking at churches. You must know and abide by Credit Repair Organizations Act. You'll need to have a contract signed with certain disclosures. You'll need to supply 3 cancellation notices. You can't charge up front. You can't advertise across state lines unless you are licensed to do so. And more, you need to know CROA. According to CROA, you cannot charge up front for credit repair. You can charge an initial consult fee. Many charge $99 to $199 monthly fees, cancel anytime. Pay per deletion has also become widely popular, charging $10 to $50 per deleted item. The backbone of credit repair is the dispute process. In the beginning, to save some money, you might try to dispute yourself using no software, but this will be very time-consuming. Really consider using good software as you get started for $150 to $300 per month, and you'll save a ton of time. You must be able to handle a large volume of customers to find success with credit repair. Remember, disputes all come down to, is the account accurate, timely, and verifiable? In 80 to 90% of the cases, they usually aren't. Account name, account number, credit limit, highest amount borrowed, current balance, account status, date opened, date last active, date of last payment, date of last late payment, status code, comments, and more. Get a good grasp on the FCRA. And the more you understand other consumer laws, the better success you'll have. We even used to charge more money if we disputed direct with the creditors using these other laws. We called this advanced disputing. FACTA is another government regulation that helps you improve and protect your consumer credit report. FACTA helps you fix and prevent ID theft. It gives you the ability to have fraud alerts put onto your credit report. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act is another law that creditors often violate, and their violations can help in your disputes. Some items that are restricted by the FDCPA include hours for phone contact, failure to cease communication upon request, causing a telephone to ring or engaging any person in telephone conversation repeatedly or continuously, communicating with consumers at their place of employment, contact by embarrassing media, reporting false information on a consumer's credit report. Other restrictions include communicating with consumer after request for validation has been made, misrepresentation or deceit, publishing the consumer's name or address, seeking unjustified amounts, threatening arrest or legal action, abusive or profane language, communication with third parties. The FCBA allows consumers to dispute billing errors by sending a written notice of the dispute to the creditor. To trigger duties under the Act, a person must send a written dispute via mail to Billing Inquiries address on their credit card statement. Other regulations that help you fix credit include the Truth in Lending Act, Credit Repair Organizations Act, Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, and many more. Never dispute online. In doing so, you'll be feeding your disputes directly into the Bureau computers. Other methods to get your disputes into a human's hands and around the Bureau computers include using different colored and styles of font, handwritten letters, switching languages in the middle of letters, writing letters with crayon, even using thicker stock paper. If your disputes do go through these computers, the entire letter will be broken down into only the reason for the dispute. That reason will then be sent to the creditor automatically through eOscar. In one click, the creditor can verify accuracy on all disputes received that day with only one click. To properly dispute, first, choose a reason for your dispute. Write a letter to the CRA and to the creditor disputing that reason. You can easily write one from scratch or search online for letters. Get back your results and dispute again for another reason. Continue this process indefinitely. Use other consumer laws to ensure creditors verify the data they have. Use their violations as leverage to get items deleted or removed. Remember, nobody is required to report anything on a consumer's report. Business credit can be built independent of personal credit. So no derogatory personal credit items will affect a consumer's ability to get approved for high-limit vendor, store, and cash credit accounts. So you can actually help consumers with both. This can be a nice secondary service to make you money and get money for your business. To get your hands on a lot of free resources to help you start and run a successful credit repair business, visit creditsuite.com/credit repair.